Folks in rural, remote areas around in Texas County around Willow Springs say that they are fed up with their internet and phone company. They say service is unreliable and sometimes out for weeks.
After getting nowhere with customer support, they're asking lawmakers to step in and invited on your side to hear their complaints. Here's Ashley Reynolds.
Well, just to be transparent here, I thought I was going to a community building north of Willow Springs to meet 2 or 3 upset customers. As you're about to see, it was more like an impromptu town hall. How many of you are paying for a landline, but it doesn't work? How many of you have attempted to get it fixed?
More than 24 customers gathered inside the Clear Springs building off Highway Y to talk about their problems with Brightspeed.
I've been here 24 years, and Brightspeed has been the worst provider of this phone system.
Out here, cell service is spotty. A working landline is necessary.
I'm sorry, it means life or death. You know, if my family member gets whatever, bitten by a snake, if they have a tree fall on them, if, God forbid, they slip and fall and break their neck or break their hip, you're talking, you're the company who's supposed to be providing that service. You are not. And you haven't been.
Well, by tomorrow, they've addressed the issue, and it comes back on for a couple of hours, and then goes back off.
So if there's an outage, we resort to using walkie-talkies.
Yeah, we have a walkie-talkie between our 2 homes.
To be able to, just to be able to communicate. I can use the cell phone at my house.
I cannot.
She cannot.
Is this a priority?
It is. This is one of our top calls that comes into my office.
That's State Rep Benny Cook. He was invited too.
Somebody could die because of this issue. And it very well could happen sooner than later.
Cook says when his office contacts Brightspeed workers, they're responsive, but
they have been helpful. A lot of times we can get issues fixed within a few days, but then the problem is it goes back out.
I asked a Brightspeed spokesperson about this sporadic service. They declined an on-camera interview, but did answer questions over email. We are aware that customers in that area have experienced extended service interruptions due to a damaged copper cable. The cable initially suffered damage from a washed-out creek. Shortly after our crews replaced the cable, it was damaged again by other third-party heavy equipment working in the area. In a later email, that spokesperson said poles are in place and the permanent cable is in place. The work is complete. But these customers say it's just a matter of time before it's out again.
The copper system has not been updated or upgraded or anything.
Copper lines are aging. Brightspeed tells On Your Side it submitted permit applications to install a fiber network, which is a system upgrade. Once approved, crews are supposed to get to work. In the meantime, customers say they deal with Band-Aid fixes, like this trash bag on a line.
We can see a break in the line, and Brightspeed came out and put a trash bag over it and taped it shut to fix it. But they did it when it was still wet, so they trapped all that water in there. So then it had to be replaced and air dried, and they put a new trash bag over it, and that is still there, and that's been there for about 8 months now.
I asked Brightspeed about this specific situation yesterday, and they're looking into it.
Brightspeed really has to get their act together.
Now, Cook told me his office is helping customers file complaints with the Federal Communications Commission, and he plans to work with Congressman Jason Smith about this issue, too. And by the way, we're looking into those permit applications to install a fiber network and asking, what's the holdup? Brightspeed told me they're waiting on approval from city leaders. And yet, for example, the Houston mayor told me today Brightspeed owes the city thousands and cannot agree on a contract. We're looking into it. We'll continue to follow this story. Steve?